Okay, this situation with Betelgeuse is wild. Things could get crazy any minute, maybe even during this broadcast. We don't know exactly when, but get this, the James Webb Space Telescope saw Betelgeuse, that red giant star in Orion, suddenly get way brighter, like 250% brighter. Naturally, that got everyone talking. Some think it means Betelgeuse is about to blow up in a supernova. But nobody knows for sure when. It might be sooner than we think. You probably know Betelgeuse, even if the name sounds weird. It's that bright, bronzy star on Orion's shoulder. It's huge. If it were where our sun is, it would stretch past Jupiter. And unlike most stars, Betelgeuse's brightness changes a lot. It's a semi-regular variable star, which means it gets brighter and dimmer in a somewhat predictable way, hinting at a possible boom down the road. Recently, it's been acting even stranger. For example, on May 20th, 2023, scientists were shocked to see it jump 142% in brightness, then later up that to 150%. Some folks at Harvard say it's now the 7th brightest star we can see at night, up from 10th. You can spot it pretty easily from the southern hemisphere, shining bright on Orion's shoulder. One astrophysicist said studying Betelgeuse is super important because it shows us what happens at the end of a really big star's life, before it goes supernova. When Betelgeuse does explode, it could be so bright for a week or so that it will cast shadows at night. Both regular people and scientists are super excited about this. One scientist mentioned that people have been into Betelgeuse's brightness changes for ages. Right now, its brightness changes about every 130 days, way faster than its usual few-year cycle. This gives scientists a rare chance to study this weird star up close and learn about the end of a star's life. Back in 2019, Betelgeuse started acting up when it randomly threw off some of its outer layers. These brightness changes are unusual, leading to questions about whether it's about to explode. Some scientists think it could take another 5 to 10 years for it to go back to its normal brightness cycle. Since it's acting weird with its light and how fast it's spinning, people are wondering if this is the beginning of the end for this huge star. Betelgeuse is a massive star near the end, running out of gas and changing fast. When its core collapses, it could trigger a supernova that would outshine planets. Still, pinning down when it will happen is tough. One professor notes that supernovas are hard to predict because we don't have enough past info and stars are complicated. Right now, Betelgeuse is smashing stuff together, like helium into carbon, which takes millions of years. Eventually, it will start melting heavier things until it can't anymore, leading to a collapse and maybe a black hole or neutron star. Some think it's about to explode, but history suggests it's been getting redder for years, meaning it could take a while. NASA thinks it won't blow for another 100,000 years, so probably not in our lifetimes. Even though we don't know exactly what's up, Betelgeuse's weirdness keeps scientists hooked, and we're still learning about stars. One scientist reminds us to stay open-minded, even if it's unlikely we'll see it explode. Watching it change might lead to cool new discoveries. Remember, we're seeing Betelgeuse as it was over 600 years ago because that's how long the light takes to reach us. It might have already exploded. It's not certain. We've been wrong before. Before 1987, people thought only red supergiants could go supernova, but then a huge blue star in another galaxy exploded, surprising everyone. There's still a lot to learn. Watching Betelgeuse and other big stars lets us learn more about space stuff. Even if it doesn't explode soon, its weirdness is interesting and reveals important info about how stars work. The fact that Betelgeuse got brighter in 2023 has everyone excited again and curious about this giant star. Its weirdness makes us wonder when and how it will explode. Some think the brightness means it's dying, while others think it's just going through a phase. Either way, it's a great time to watch a star in action and test ideas about how giant stars live and die. Despite the mystery, what we know about Betelgeuse helps. It's been brightening and dimming for centuries, which is normal for red supergiants. But this recent brightness has really gotten people excited, wondering if it's a sign of a supernova or just more of the same. As research goes on, one thing's clear: Betelgeuse is a great thing to study. While it might not explode anytime soon, watching it will give us clues about how stars change. Also, people will keep looking at Betelgeuse, whether it's getting brighter or dimmer, because it's so unpredictable and interesting. As we watch, the idea of a supernova adds some excitement to the whole thing. In the end, whatever happens with Betelgeuse will help us understand space better. We may not see it explode, but what we learn from it and other big stars will shape how we see the universe for years. For now, scientists and stargazers are watching the skies, waiting for the next chapter in the life of this strange star. Its weirdness keeps us curious and inspires a lot of exploring. The recent brightness changes give us a chance to learn more about big stars and how they change. With each change, scientists can test their ideas about stars, especially red supergiants near the end of their lives. These stars are known for being unpredictable, and Betelgeuse shows how even what we think we know about stars can be challenged by new stuff. Scientists all over the world are watching Betelgeuse for signs that might confirm or deny if it will explode. Each new look gives us more info, and better telescopes help us measure its brightness and behavior more closely. This gives us a great chance to watch a star near the end of its life and learn things we couldn't before. The buzz around Betelgeuse has made even non-scientists interested. People are amazed by the star's changing brightness, a reminder of the huge forces in space that will eventually turn the star into a supernova. The possibility of seeing this happen in our lifetimes makes watching the star even more exciting. While we don't know when it will happen, the chance that it could be soon keeps everyone watching the skies. Betelgeuse's behavior has become a big deal for both scientists and the public. The star suddenly dimming in 2019 was a major topic. For months, people watched as the star seemed to fade, leading to theories about what was happening. Was it about to explode, or was it just a normal phase? Researchers worked hard to find answers, eventually figuring out that the dimming was probably from a cloud of dust blocking the light, not an explosion. Still, this event sparked a lot of interest and made Betelgeuse one of the most important stars for studying star life cycles. Since then, Betelgeuse has been studied a lot, with scientists using every tool to learn about its changing brightness and why it's acting so strangely. The star getting brighter in 2023 is another part of the story, raising new questions about whether it's nearing the end. While the star has always changed brightness, these recent changes have made things more interesting, with some scientists thinking Betelgeuse might be about to go supernova. Meanwhile, other red supergiants are also being watched. While Betelgeuse is a well-known example of a big star nearing its end, it's not the only one. There are other stars that are also changing, and some might even explode before Betelgeuse. However, since Betelgeuse is one of the most studied stars, it gives researchers a great chance to learn about the lives of these giant stars. By comparing Betelgeuse to other red supergiants, scientists can improve their ideas about how stars change and better understand what might happen when these stars die. The potential for Betelgeuse to become a supernova has captured the imagination of everyone. If it does explode, it will be a huge event. The light from the explosion will probably be visible without a telescope for weeks and could be brighter than many of the stars we see now. It would be a once-in-a-lifetime experience for anyone who sees it, a dramatic and amazing sight that would be remembered forever. For now, we can only guess about when and how Betelgeuse will explode. Predicting supernovas is hard because it depends on many things we don't fully understand. Some stars might go supernova quickly after their red giant phase, while others might take much longer. Betelgeuse's behavior in the next few years will be important for helping scientists improve their predictions about the future of other big stars. As we keep watching Betelgeuse's brightness change, it will give us valuable info that could one day help scientists predict the behavior of other stars in similar situations. While we don't know for sure if we'll see Betelgeuse go supernova, the excitement around the star has led to more interest in astronomy. The mystery of Betelgeuse's changes has captured people's attention worldwide, encouraging many to learn about star life cycles. Also, the star's weird behavior has helped us understand some interesting things about the universe, like how big stars live and the forces that shape space. Betelgeuse is just one of many space mysteries that keep scientists and stargazers interested. As we get new technologies, we're learning more about the universe, discovering new things, and improving our ideas about space. Whether or not we see Betelgeuse go supernova, studying this star will keep pushing the limits of what we know and inspire future scientists. The eventual explosion of Betelgeuse, whenever it happens, will likely be a topic of interest for years to come. Even if the star doesn't explode for a long time, studying its behavior will give us important insights into the final stages of a star's life. Okay, things are getting pretty wild with Betelgeuse. It's like this star is putting on a show, and nobody knows when the grand finale is coming. Could be tomorrow, could be during this broadcast, who knows? But when it does go off, it's gonna be huge, like a second sun in the sky. So, get this, the James Webb telescope just saw Betelgeuse get, like, 250% brighter. That's got everyone buzzing, wondering if it's about to blow up into a supernova. The timing is a mystery, but some folks think it could be sooner rather than later. Even if you don't know the name, you've probably seen Betelgeuse. It's that bright, bronze-colored star on Orion's shoulder. It's a monster, too. If it were in the middle of our solar system, it would stretch past Jupiter. What's cool is that Betelgeuse is always changing. It's a semi-regular variable star, which means its brightness goes up and down in a somewhat predictable way. But lately, things have gotten even weirder. Back on May 20th, 2023, scientists saw it jump 142% in brightness. Then they updated it to 150%. Some people at the Harvard-Smithsonian Center for Astrophysics are saying it's now the 7th brightest star in the night sky, up from 10th. If you're in the southern hemisphere, you can see it shining away. Dr. Sarah Webb from Swinburne University of Technology in Australia is all about studying Betelgeuse. She says it's a chance to peek at the last bit of a massive star's life before it goes boom. When it does explode, it could be crazy bright for a week or so, maybe even cast shadows at night. That's why everyone from regular skywatchers to serious scientists is keeping an eye on it. Heidi Morris from Los Alamos National Laboratory and the president of the Padaro Stargazers and Cosmology Club says that people have been fascinated by Betelgeuse's weird brightness for ages. Right now, it has a 130-day cycle, which is way shorter than usual. Astronomers are all over this, trying to figure out what's going on. Back in 2019, Betelgeuse burped out some of its outer atmosphere. These changes in brightness have got people wondering if it's about to kick the bucket and go supernova. A study by Dupree and some other researchers from Harvard and UC Berkeley says it could take another 5 to 10 years for Betelgeuse to get back to its normal 400-day brightness thing. With all this weirdness in its light and rotation, astronomers are scratching their heads about the future for this giant star. Betelgeuse is pretty much at the end of the line, burning through its fuel. The core is collapsing, which could set off a supernova. But when? Nobody knows for sure. Dr. Pierre from the University of Portsmouth says it's hard to guess when a supernova will happen because we don't have enough old data and stars are just complicated. Right now, Betelgeuse is still fusing stuff like helium, carbon, and oxygen. As a red giant, it turns helium into carbon, which takes millions of years. Eventually, it'll run out of things to fuse, and then, boom, maybe a black hole or a neutron star. Some think it's about to blow, but others say it's been getting redder over the years, which means it could take a long time. NASA thinks it won't happen for another 100,000 years, so probably not in our lifetime. Still, because it's so unpredictable, scientists are watching closely. Dr. Sarah Webb says to keep an open mind because we might learn something new about the universe just by watching it change. Remember, we're seeing old light from Betelgeuse, over 600 years old. So, it might have already exploded and we just don't know it yet. Then again, maybe not. We've been wrong before. Before 1987, everyone thought only red supergiants could go supernova. Then a blue star in another galaxy blew up and surprised everyone. So, there's still a lot to learn. Whether it blows up soon or not, watching Betelgeuse helps us understand how stars work. Its increased brightness recently has everyone excited again, wondering when and how it's gonna go. Some think it's the end, others think it's just a phase. Either way, it's a chance to watch a star in action and test ideas about how stars live and die. It's been acting weird for centuries, and these ups and downs are probably normal for red supergiants. But this recent brightness has got everyone hyped again, wondering if it's the real deal this time. As research goes on, one thing's for sure, Betelgeuse is a fascinating star. Even if it doesn't explode anytime soon, watching it will teach us a lot about how stars work. And who knows, maybe we'll get to see a spectacular supernova. So, keep looking up.